I have been creating content for 2.6 million minutes, and no, that's not an over exaggeration. That's 5 years, and over those past 5 years I've found out single-handedly the best way to research to find content ideas that not only get you more views but also get you more high ticket clients. I work with high level business owners on a daily basis, and the reason why they come to us is because they don't know what to post, and the idea / topic of your video is hands down the most important part. So in this video I want to show you exactly how you can research your own industry to find content ideas that actually move the needle, not just get views but actually attract high intent buyers. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, the most important thing you actually need to know is what type of content you need to create. And there's 3 main types of content. So let me go into my computer and I'm going to run you through each one before, and then I'm going to go through each one on how to actually research your industry and find content ideas for them. So as I'm in my computer now, I'm going to show you and I'm going to run you through each one. I'm also just going to explain what it is so you understand, but I'm only going to do that briefly. I've got other videos going through that. But let's get into it. So first is growth content, and this is taking basically proven hooks, topics and formats, replicating them with your own unique mechanism / value. So you're going to take the hook, the topic, the format. You're basically going to research your industry, which I'm literally showing in this video, but you're going to add your own unique mechanism / value to it. So you're not going to literally plagiarize it. You're not going to take it. You're not going to copy it word for word. You're going to add your unique take, your unique value, because we all have unique value. We all have a unique story as business owners and what we're trying to sell. So this is what you need to add to it. But the main goal of this content is to really grow your account. And these are normally very easy to create videos as well. Next is niche authority, and this is taking proven formats again, but these videos really nurture your ideal client. They should shift beliefs, overcome objections, answer any questions and concerns, and these make prospects what I like to call pre-sold before they ever book in a call with you. Okay, this is what's really gonna lower CAC. It's gonna increase close rate, and if you do it right, this content is hands down the best. But again, growing your account should be a little priority. That's why I included it in the growth pieces of content. But this niche authority is really the one that's going to move the needle, and I'm excited to actually run you through how to come up with content ideas for it. But anyway, last piece of content is social proof, and this is in the name. You need to not show you know your shit by showing clients results, clients winning, you winning, or even what you would do for people if you had 30 days to do so. For example, like a famous person, you would say, just an example, if I had to teach The Rock how to buy a business in 30 days, here's exactly what I would do. That's just an example, okay? So this is the type of content that really pushes people over the edge, and how they will know for sure you're the go-to business for them, okay? Now you briefly know what content to post. I want to get into each way on how to kind of come up with content ideas for each, okay? And by the way, I am looking at my computer because it's over here and this is over here, just so you know, but still going to give you a lot of value. But I'm going to go through a strategy for each type of content, growth, niche and proof, so you know everything. Okay, so first is growth content, and let's do an example for probably one of the easiest industries to create content in, which is fitness. Okay, fitness is probably one of the easiest because there's a lot of controversial topics you can actually go into. But what we're going to do here is find some creators within the industry that are doing well for themselves. But just keep in mind that this type of content is mainly to grow your account. We can't know for sure if these pieces are going to actually convert, but it's getting more people into your world, more of your ideal clients into your world. So what we're going to do is we're going to find some of the creators. I'm going to do an example. We're going to find some other creators within your industry, within the fitness industry, as this is an example. I want to go with Jeff Nippard. He's got some very good content. I actually don't suggest going for huge creators, because what you're going to find is all their content is going to perform well because they have so many followers, because people are interacting straight away, and this increases people watch time, and it's going to push it out more to more people, the content. But I'm just going to do an example because it's the easiest to do, and the same principles apply, but just research your industry, go to the search bar, search up people within your industry that you like, and what you're going to do is take these people and go to something like a content dashboard that I have. And by the way, I'm going to leave this full content dashboard in the second link in the description so you can get it, and this is really handy for like the whole process. So you get all this, you get content ideation, still like an artist, you get a checklist for better engagement, 50 hooks, drive, this is, I give it to my clients, so Google Drive folder, you get analytics, you get a YouTube system so you know what part of the process is at, and most importantly you get an Instagram system. This applies for TikTok and YouTube Shorts as well. But what you can do is basically click on them and you have the full script, and you just have somewhere to put all your content ideas, and you know what part of the process it's at, and this is very handy, especially as a busy business owner. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take Jeff Nippard, that sounds weird, but I'm going to take this creator and I'm actually going to paste him in the content dashboard. So if you go here, you go to still like an artist, you can just put down the creator here, for example Jeff, and then content, no, you can put what he's in, so you can put fitness. We don't have a fitness one at the moment because I'm not in the fitness industry, but yeah, you just paste it in there and boom, every time you want an idea you can go to Jeff Nippard's page ASAP like that, and then you have a content bank, so you can just paste all the content ideas that you want to recreate in here, and you could just go back and forth. This just makes it easier, you don't have to do this, but yeah, it just makes it really simple. So what we're going to do is we're going to analyze this content, and what I like to use is something called sort feed. So as you can see at the top of my page here, it's something called sort feed. It's an extension, and all you're going to do here is click on here and you're going to go to views and then sort by views, and this is going to sort Jeff's best content basically, okay, and well, most recent one. And as you can see here, there's one that's a huge outlier, which is 34 million views. And what you can do here is export it, so you can export it into a CSV file. But what I want to do, and because we don't want to copy, we want to look at the format. So we want to click on this one. Let's just do this one as an example, okay? We're going to look at it.
Always trains his calves using a full range of motion.
And as I can see straight away, a visual hook. Literally, he's used a really unique format, and this is going to stop someone scroll as soon as they're scrolling. So this is a very good hook. And you can see the format's different. He's actually in the gym, and people don't get, like, if you're a fitness creator, you should probably be in the gym creating content as well. So this is, what I'm going to do here is just, I'm not going to go through it all, but I'm just going to watch the video. I'm going to see what he's doing. I'm going to see what aspects he uses. I'm just going to analyze the video, and I'm going to take the format and add it to my unique value, okay? And what I mean by this is, if your calves aren't growing, try this technique. So for example, you could take this topic and then you can actually do the same hook. You can do two people like this, you could do it in a different way, but then you can add your own unique value. You don't want to copy the value section, okay? You want to share your own unique value, and this way people are going to trust you more, and it's going to allow you to stand out. So what you're going to do is you're going to do this for a couple of creators. So you're going to analyze their content, especially the format, okay? Especially the format. You're going to take the format, the hooks, the topics, and you're going to write them down in your content dashboard or in a Google Docs, whatever. And what you're going to do now is just replicate them, okay? Again, make sure you add your own unique value to it, but the format is the most important part, I would say. A lot of people say hooks and everything like that's the most important part, but I would actually say the format right now is what's making or breaking most videos, okay? And just keep in mind as well that you don't always have to research your industry. There's a lot of high performing formats outside of your specific industry that you can bring into your industry, and these are the pieces of content that actually really kill it. They do super well. But for example, my client Rick, he helps people buy businesses, and I researched outside of his industry, and what I found was tier ranking videos were performing super well. So what I did was bring that format into his industry and ranked businesses to buy from S tier to F tier, and it done super well. It got him 200 leads, okay? We posted it on Instagram, YouTube Shorts, TikTok. TikTok one, surprisingly, got him those 200 high intent leads, okay? Which was very surprising, to be fair. But yeah, let's stick to the fitness example for now. I just wanted to showcase that because you don't always have to research your own industry. You can research other industries, and you can find what works outside, especially the format. You don't want to take it a topic because it won't be relevant to your industry or your niche, but especially the formats of content, you can take them and add it to your topic, and this is going to perform super well. So what I'm going to do now is, again, I'm just going to look at the hook, the topic, and the format. And to be honest, again, the format is normally the reason why a video performs well. At the moment, it used to be the hook, but now I've seen really like the formats really matter. Okay, so you're going to take the format, the hook, the topic, and you're going to add your own unique value section to it. But what I'm going to do is just find a couple more that perform 3 to 5 times better than their average. I'm going to take the hook, the format, and topic and add my own unique mechanism / value to it. Okay, and I want you to keep in mind, again, don't fully copy them because that's plagiarism. You have to add your own unique value to it, and that's what allows you to stand out. So again, do this for Jeff or whoever. If you're in the fitness industry, find another couple creators, use SaltFeed. I'll leave SaltFeed in the description so you can just download it and add it to your extensions, and then you can use it. You can write these down. Just make sure you really analyze the pieces of content and see why it performs well. I've got a live video doing this in full detail on my channel somewhere, but I don't want to go through it all today because that's a whole like separate video that I created. Okay, so again, do this for 2 to 3 creators and you're going to have a month's worth of growth content. This should take you less than an hour, but again, keep in mind, if you press save or interact with these pieces of content while you're doing this, it's going to help a bunch, because it's going to basically, and you can do this on a completely separate account if you really want to, it's going to train your algorithm to give you content like this. So every time you're scrolling on Reels, you can just save them and you can go back to them after and replicate them. Okay, so really basic for growth content. You've got to research to see what works. You don't want to just throw shit at the wall to see what sticks. You want to know what already sticks and take that and add, again, I know I've said this multiple times, your unique value to it. Please don't steal word for word. Add your own unique value to it. Make it unique. So again, I'm going to show you one more time how to do this. You're going to go to a favorite creator within your industry. You're going to go up here to SaltFeed. You're going to click on, well, the whole, it would be better to do all items. You're going to click on here and then press views. Wait, I need to refresh it because it's not done it. But you're going to go to the Reels tab and click on here, views, and boom, it's going to do that. And what you're going to do after this is just analyze each of those top 24, 25 reels, okay? Analyze all of these. Look, you can see here there's a visual hook. You can see here he's doing the tier ranking videos that I said. That's why I actually found outside the industry. He's done another tier ranking video. So you can take that format and apply it to your industry, but you can also apply it to the actual topic. So you can even take the topic. So what's he ranking here? He's ranking... let me see, forearms. Okay, so you can do it in a different way. Just take the format, which is tier ranking, okay, and you don't have to stand up to it. You can sit down and do it. You can maybe be like going like that, like tossing one off and being like top forearm exercises as a visual hook, like a funny visual hook. So be unique, and again, take the format, okay, and do this multiple times for multiple people within your industry. You can even go here to the explore, and you're going to find, if you've interacted with content, you're going to find all these pieces of content here. But again, use the search bar, search up people within your industry, or just in general, search up, again, just another example for fitness. Just keep in mind, this applies to all industries. Type up a topic in the search bar and it will come up. So, for example, bicep exercises, fitness, bodybuilding, whatever, okay, stuff within your industry, search it up and you're going to find new and unique content formats and ideas that you can just take and replicate. And by the way, if you're thinking to yourself like, damn, I'm a business owner, this is going to take a bunch of my time and I don't have that right now, and you want us to do this all for you, we'll build you a content system that lowers your CAC, lowers your cost per call, increases your show and close rate, and most importantly, just generates you more high ticket leads and high intent leads. Booking a call with the first link in the description. We will actually script out a free video for you and edit that for you for free as well. And if we end up working together, that's great. But if we don't, you'll walk away with a free video, completely free sales asset that has potential to get you more high ticket clients. So we'll literally script a free video for you, edit it for you, but the reason for the call is so I can get more information about what you do, so we can do that video. But again, if we speak in more detail and we decide to work together, that's great. If not, you get that free video. First link in the description, book in a call. But anyway, back to the video. But let's move on to the content that actually moves the needle. And for this content, you don't really need to research, okay? Just to be straight up, you already have the content ideas in your business, okay? Literally in your business. And most people don't realize this, that the whole point of niche authority content is to really shift the beliefs of your prospects, overcome the objections, answer any questions and concerns, okay? You want to give them a new belief that really pushes them over the edge to buy from you, because most of your prospects, they have beliefs that's stopping them from taking action. They've maybe been burnt before, they've maybe tried it on their own and they just can't do it. If you're selling a biz op offer, for example, but they have beliefs, they have objections, and you literally have these in your business, and you need to create content ideas that completely shift these beliefs, overcome these objections, and most importantly, answer any questions and concerns before the call so they don't have those on the call, and so your sales team can close like that, okay? That was a bad clip. There we go. But yeah, you have these in your business. They're in your sales calls, they're in your check-in calls, they're in your coaching calls, they're in your consulting calls, okay? And this is your prospects' buying behavior. So we need to analyze these calls. You need to take these sales calls, you need to take your conversations, you need to take your check-in calls, coaching, consulting calls, and you need to analyze them and create content that overcomes those objections, shifts those beliefs, answers any questions and concerns. Okay, but how do we do this? How do we extract all this information and turn them into content ideas easily? Because you don't have time to analyze all that shit, okay? Well, I got you, okay? So all you're gonna do, really simple, you're going to download all your sales calls transcripts, okay? Your check-in calls. What I would suggest is around 4 that closed, so 4 calls that closed, 4 that didn't close, 4 check-in calls, 4 coaching calls, again, if you're a coach consultant. If you're a service-based business agency, get your check-in calls. And we just wanted to know our ideal client's buying behavior as well. That's why I say the check-in calls, because you're going to find... sorry about the light, you're going to find opportunities in that to actually know your ideal client's buying behavior. But you're going to take these calls, going to download the transcripts, and you're going to head over to ChatGPT. I can't do this fully right now because I've got so many calls that I need to do, but you're going to go over to ChatGPT and literally paste in this prompt. I'll leave this prompt in the description along with that content dashboard, but you're going to type in this basically. These are calls I have taken with potential clients and clients. Some calls closed, some didn't. Some are just checking calls. I want you to analyze these transcripts and figure out my ideal client's buying behavior. Give me the most common beliefs, objections, and also questions and concerns they have. Once you have found these, turn them into questions or content ideas I can utilize to create videos around to completely shift the beliefs, destroy the objections, and answer the questions and concerns. And what this is going to do is just going to spit out a bunch of content ideas, okay? But you can't really stop there, okay? Because it's going to spit out content ideas, and some of these may be a bit meh, some of them may be a bit, oh, should I create this? But most of them will be good. But we want to give them a more likelihood chance of going to more people, of going to more of your ideal client, and we have to create them so they're engaging. So what we're going to do is, again, this is why having that content dashboard is so important, because you can literally look back in the content ideas section and you can look at the formats that you've taken from the growth content and apply them to this content. Okay, so let's just say, for example, we're going to take a content idea. We're going to take a format of content, which again is the tier ranking format. And now one of your ideal clients, for example's biggest objection as a buying business coach, for example, let's just pretend you're a buying business coach. Your ideal client's biggest belief is, I can't buy a business because I don't have the money. I don't have the cash to buy one. What you can do is literally rank ways to buy a business. And you can rank buying a business with cash F tier, so the worst. And they're going to be like, what? What do you mean I can't? I thought that's the only way I could buy a business. And then A tier or S tier, you can say using an SBA loan and seller financing. And now they're like, damn, okay, I only need 10, and then you can explain it a bit more. I only need 10% to buy a business. Damn, I only need about 50K. And again, this will speak to your ideal client as well, because, for example, if they're buying a business, they need a bit of money. But the messaging will stay dialed, but it will have a better likelihood of going to more people. So you understand what I'm saying? I'm shifting the beliefs of the prospects in an engaging way, so it gets pushed out to more people. And so you can't stop from just using, you can't stop there from using ChatGPT. You have to take those ideas and create them in a unique way so they're engaging, so they get pushed out to more ideal clients, and also so they nurture your existing audience and people actually want to watch. That's how to research your industry for niche authority content. Take your calls, go to ChatGPT or whatever AI you want to use. If you have a better AI that you've trained, do that. But put in that prompt that I've left in the description. It's going to give you a bunch of content ideas. Take the growth content formats. That's important, the formats, not the topics, not the hooks. Maybe you can use the hooks if they've performed well, but mainly the formats. So the tier ranking, rating this or that, for example. But you have to do your research with what's working. And what you're going to find also is you're going to post some growth content. You're going to see some of your growth contents perform well, and then you can take those formats and apply it to this type of content, okay? And this is a crazy cheat code, okay? It's crazy how much better this performs. This gets a load of high-ticket clients. For example, my client Devin, we took this asking a question format. I'll show you in a minute. And we still completely shifted the belief of his ideal client while keeping it engaging. Let me show you the video now so you can see it. But you're going to see the format and you're going to be like, okay, damn. Okay, I get what you're saying. Wait 1 second. Hopefully you can hear this.
Rather than trying to get on podcast on my own? That's a great question, but what you more than likely do not realize are these three main things. The first thing is, if you're a high-level business owner, you quite frankly don't have the time to go and get booked on podcast on your own. The research, the pitching, the coordination, logistics, booking, it takes too long and it takes away from you being able to focus on scaling your business. The second thing is our connections. The reality is, in order to get booked on big podcasts, unless you have a really big brand, it's almost impossible to even get the attention of a top podcast host. And the third thing is, unless you have a proven and validated monetization strategy when you're going on these podcasts.
So as you can tell from this video, we kind of answered a question or concern and also completely shifted a belief of Devin's, my client's ideal client. And these types of pieces of content increased Devin's 7-figure agency show and close rate and directly got him clients for it, okay? This is how good these pieces of content are. And if you want the testimonial for that, you could just go first link in the description. You can scroll down a bit and you'll be able to see it, okay? But it's very important to create these pieces of content because it's the layer, okay? So you're creating growth content that's going to get more ideal clients into your world. The niche authority is going to nurture those ideal clients, and still, if you do it right, if you take the formats that I said when you're researching and add them together, it's still going to bring more people into your world, but it's going to nurture, okay? Now, last but not least is your social proof content. And this is a very important piece of content because it's really what's going to push people over the edge to buy from you. Because most people don't get, but when people see other people like them winning, they want the same results, and that's when they take action. They're like, damn, I want the same results, I want the same mechanism, I want to do it the same way they did it, the exact same way, so I can get that said result. And that's when they're going to take action, okay? And there's 3 types of social proof content you can create: testimonials, interviews, and case studies. You should definitely create all 3, and I know this is probably a boring video to you, but I'm just running you through it, but is valuable, okay? I'm not going to throw edits everywhere. I just want to give you value so you can take this and take action. But to be straight up as well, you don't really need to research for these pieces of content because they're literally designed to push people over the edge. But you can still utilize the formats from the growth content and apply them to social proof, okay? Just to get a bit more views and to get your social proof out there a bit more, okay? Now that's how you actually research to find content ideas to create content for each type of content. There's research in the growth content. There's not so much research in the niche content or the social proof content, but all paired together will get you high ticket clients. Again, if you want that free video script and edit completely done for you, you can book a call with the first link in the description. We can get to know your industry, what you do, etc., and create that script for you and potentially work together. But now you know how to research your industry, you need to know how to, of course, take those content ideas, but also script them in a way that hook the audience's attention, that retain the audience's attention, and also that converts the audience and viewers into high paying clients. And this video right here in the middle of the screen, probably in the middle, it could be up here, it could be up here, but it's on the screen somewhere, will be very helpful. So go watch that now. I appreciate you watching, and peace.